Good morning, beautiful ladies. Welcome to my Tresor Deluxe Design Team project. It is in the morning time. I literally just woke up. Yesterday was a day from absolute hell. I have battle wounds here. It's like, oh my gosh, seriously, it's disgusting. I have a 1/4 acre backyard, and yes, I have to do everything on my own. There is no man that dwells in my home. So let me tell you, that's a lot of work to do when you got to clean it. Then my garbage disposal case, so I had to install it. Yeah, ladies, it was a tough day yesterday. So I stayed up till about, I'm going to say 3 in the morning to work on this bad boy because I didn't have very much time. I started it, but I was unable to finish. So I had to get it up today. So I will do my best to be extra peppy and go back to sleep as soon as I post this video. So anyways, let me go ahead and show you ladies what I used. Now, I used this beautiful trim, bling trim that Lucy has in her store. I used, did I use this? I sure didn't. Alright, moving on. I did use this trim, and this is all I have left is this little piece. I love it! So I wrapped this around once, and then I staggered it so that these would be going this way too, so I wrapped it around twice. So this is all I have left. And then I used some of, did I use this one? No, I didn't use that one either. I was about to just tell another lie. Now let's try. And I use this. I have no more of this left. This is all I have, is this little piece. And I used a chunk of this. I love this one, and I used it as a whole, so it's not broken pieces. In fact, I didn't chop up any of them but this last one. And then I also used this beautiful, beautiful leaf one. I love, 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 love this one. And that's only because, you know, you get to butcher it up. So, of course, I did cut this bad boy up. Okay, so now let's jump into the project. All right, I've had this jar. I bought it at, I don't know where I bought it, but I've had it for a while. So I decided to go ahead and alter it, and I was feeling more in the vintage mood. I miss my vintage stuff. So let's just get into it. Okay, so this is the one trim. I wrapped it all the way around the jar. This was the other trim that I used. I wrapped it around over this one, and I put some pretty little blings that I cut up from my stash so I could put in the center of the flowers. So I did that all the way around. And then this is the back piece of the applique. There was one big applique that Lucy put in my DT package, and I used the whole piece. I did not cut it up, I just laid it on. Okay, let's see. This right here is the whole applique piece, this whole white one with all the pretty little sequins and pearls. So it's all connected. And I just kind of, I laid it down to where it was kind of like hugging this way, because it was like a V-shape type applique. So that's how I laid that on. Then this is where I cut up the leaves. Okay, and then on this side I used another leaf going this way, the longer piece one. I have this dangling. I love it. Okay, then this is the top part. This is where I used these pieces, and you see that I have one, let's see, I have them going this way. Then I staggered it so that it would go this way. And I have it like that all the way around the bottle. Then this is the centerpiece. This right here is the flower that Lucy has in her store. I loved this color. I was like, yes, I'm doing a vintage project with that bad boy. And I have these little beautiful rosebuds that I am almost out of. Go figure, because she sent these to me in my DT package, my first one, and it was like a buttload of them. But now the pink ones are now coming to a dwindling end. And this right here was a flower that I made. Rosanna had gifted me this really pretty trim, and I had showed previously, I think in this in that video, that I made these little flowers, and I was like, I knew I was going to use them for a vintage project. So yay, I did, and I love it. Thank you so much, Rosanna. And then I have this really pretty little heart. It's an acrylic one. Okay, turn this up a little bit. And then I have another little rosebud right here. And I have another one of the flowers. And I have another little rosebud here. And then I have this trim from my stash up here. That goes all the way around the top part of the jar. Now let me show you the top part. I'm going to have to pick it up. Actually, let's see if I can do it without making... Alright. There you go. I'll just do it that way. I just raised my camera instead of trying to lift it all the way up, because then it becomes shaky. Okay, so this is the top part of the jar. It's a cork top. So this still lifts up. So stuff can still be put in here. Okay, so I did it so it was not permanently sealed. There you go. And it pops in and out super easy. And then I have this doily. I have another doily right here. It goes all the way around. I have this flower from my stash. This was one of my altered keys that I showed in a this and that video that I spray painted. I tied some seam binding, and I had added these really pretty dangles. So this one right here, and then I have a little tiny dove that's like right in the inside part of the key. And then I have more of the little rosebuds. This is the top part of the key, poking out. I put some loose pearls. I have one of these little Tim Holtz jar thingies. And I just put some diamond dust in there and some pretty beads that Elise gifted me. Thank you very much, Elise. And then I have this little flower from my stash. This one right here. Natalie gifted me this flower. I love it. And I just put a little bling in the middle. I have a little loose pearl there. And then right in here I have another one of the flowers I have in my stash. And then, let's see if you can see better this way. This is one of the hearts that I showed you ladies before how to make using the wire stems for Michael's. And I painted this one white. So I have it laying sideways. And then I have this little tiny doily that sits right here. And one of my Mod Podge melts that's right there. And then I have a vintage image that's sitting right in the middle. And that's it. That's the whole top part of my jar. I love it. And I love that, you know, a lot of the times when I do stuff like this, I tended to forget, and next thing you know, I'm like permanently all so it wouldn't come up. So I was very careful about making sure that this would separate, because that would have sucked. So this is a really cool jar. I absolutely love it, and I was really glad to be able to dig in my stash of altered or stuff to be altered, and then, you know, alter it. So here's a quick little run through. As I show that I did another leaf up here. And then there's another leaf on this side. So this is my design team project for Tresors Deluxe. I will have the information below to Lucy's store and to the Facebook so you can check out the other awesome design team members. There is some mad crazy talent on this team. We have bloggers and we also have our YouTubers, and they are to die for. So please check that out on Facebook. So if you don't sub to some of them, you will. And for you that do blogging, that you will sub to those blogs of those ladies. So this is it for today. You guys have an amazing and blessed Sunday, and I will see you back. Bye.